Hi again and welcome to the channel. This is one of my coffees with Craig. Basically I'm going to talk about some of the topical issues, particularly with psychic insights in mind. Today I want to talk about Twitter. Did you see my predictions in 2021 about what would happen to Twitter in 2022? Here's a clip from what I said last year. Also, I feel as if I saw Twitter in my mind's eye too when I was talking about this. And I know Donald Trump's been taken off Twitter, but I see Twitter reopening and doing things in a new way, actually trying to be a force for social debate and change. And I feel with the new leadership happening in Twitter, I feel that it's going to become much more of a debating channel, and they will actually embrace political diversity and political conflict. Not to cause conflict, but debate. Debate's the better word for it. So I'm seeing that happening. Less censorship on Twitter, I feel. And I think regarding the general way things are being done there, with the media, I still feel that we're still going to have fairly biased media coverage in the general media. I can't see that being changed. I can't see it being. I still see it being skewered in different political ideas on both sides of the divide. I can't see responsible reporting coming back again for a while. I think there will be ultimately some big shake-ups in journalism and big shake-ups in rules and laws about journalism, about politics. But I do feel as there's some new platforms out there, and I think Twitter's going to go through a bit of a change too. Now obviously I was getting some of it right. I mean, I'm seeing the major changes happening, and we've seen, of course, Elon Musk now making a bid to buy Twitter lock, stock and barrel if he can, or get a big enough purchase of it that he can have some control. Now I think he's going to persist. Musk is not a person that likes to give up. He's a person that doesn't like to lose. He's a person that he has to win. This is kind of his mindset. And I think he will get a controlling interest in Twitter. I don't think he'll be able to do it in quite the way he wants, because I feel that he'll have to have some other people on board to help, other organisations that I think probably politically or motivated organisations, Republican interested, that will help to get him more or less some of the changes he wants to see. Now I personally think, and I'd really like your opinions on this, put it in the comments below please guys, because I think this is when things start getting interesting. Do you agree with me and you think that the media has been completely compromised? I mean, not just in America, but all around the world. I mean, here in the UK, I mean, you can't watch anything without some form of political agenda hidden away in the background, BBC has become skewered, in my opinion. The adverts we're given are all kind of skewered to social changes that we might not necessarily always agree with. And we're pandering all the time to this kind of sanitized view of the world. And even in times of war, when we got Ukraine and things going on, and more to come, I'm sure, we have this sanitized view of the world. I personally think the thing that was the saving grace of Twitter is that it was actually ordinary people on the ground. And okay, you get your idiots, you get those that are going to use profanity, you're going to get those that are going to spam it, and you're going to get those that are going to push out misinformation. But I personally think that the benefit that Twitter offers to the world is that it's uncensored, it's unfiltered. And although we might not like to see a lot of profanity on our phones, I think that unfilteredness of Twitter is what should be its bedrock of this system. This is ordinary guys, ordinary people. There's a call, isn't there, that Twitter should be given back to the people, that it shouldn't be just there as an advertising platform that pushes once again into this sanitized view of the world. We like our Twitter spats. They're good. It's what you need. We have to have platforms like that. Otherwise people go and find other platforms, and those platforms can become even more sort of radicalized. So Twitter's good. It gives us the raw view of things. So so we've got to get away from this biased media, and I see Twitter developing in a this is how I see it happening. I think what's going to happen with Twitter, whether Elon Musk gets his way or not, Twitter's got to change. And I'm seeing two types of Twitter. First of all, I'm seeing filtered Twitter and unfiltered Twitter. So someone like myself that would rather see the raw data can see unfiltered Twitter. I see the raw lot. I see all the spam. I see the whole lot, all just thrown in there, right? But if I prefer not to see that, for example, just like we might put a child filter on something to stop profanity, for example, we can have different levels of unfiltered. So we might want to have unfiltered Twitter where certain topics are pushed out, such as profanity, such as adverts for Viagra or something, things that can help us to customize our raw thing and take, rather than just a load of sewage, we get clearer water. That's how I see it first of all happening. But then I'm seeing something here where it becomes kind of, there's so much data about us that could it not be a situation where, like, for example, I'm interested in psychic things. Could not my interests alter the stream a little bit and give me the control to alter that stream? So, for example, I could see a psychic channel that is interested in things I'm interested in, spirituality, for example, Indian mysticism, and stuff. And we put those little keywords in that has to become our priority, not the whole thing, but we would rather see mainly those type of topics. And then advertisers can advertise to someone like me with adverts about joss sticks or Ayurvedic medicines or something. They can target the person that's advertising. So the advertisers get their way, people see things that they prefer, and then we can Twitter becomes a much more lively platform, and of course we can see the raw thing. Of course, the big problem comes in when Twitter deals with things such as wars. When we had the umbrella movement in Hong Kong, Twitter was one of the first places that people could go, and one of the only places where people in a censored environment could go to get their information. Same with this Ukraine war. What about the people in Russia? Okay, they can't get Twitter over there at the moment, but some can somehow. Those can find the hacks round, and it's kind of safeguarding what's left of democracy, isn't it? So politically, I see Twitter becoming a lot more open. I think we're going to get rid of this censored liberalism that is filtering everything in all the media. And this will be the saving grace. This will be the place where free speech will flourish again. Do you think I'm wrong? What do you think? Do you think perhaps that Twitter is skewered in the wrong way? Is it anti-conservative type of thinking? Is it in America it would be anti-Republican? Is it all too pro-left-wing? Or is it the other way around? Or should we have filters in and stop all the aggression that happens on there? Some will obviously like that, some won't. I see a partnership also happening now with Musk and some other organisation. And what I particularly was seeing, which I think you will find interesting, is I think something's going to happen with Twitter where cryptocurrency becomes part of the deal. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but I see people being able to spend cryptocurrency through Twitter easily. That Twitter will become a kind of focal point for cryptocurrency to be able to be used in a positive way. So I think lots going to happen. And I think Twitter is going to become something that is going to become a force again. And it might fail at first. I think Musk will perhaps not quite get what he's expecting straight away. But I feel that more people will come into his rescue. And I think the deal's going to be done with something about cryptocurrency. And I don't quite know what I'm getting here. But I'm basically seeing multi-channels, cryptocurrencies, able to spend cryptocurrencies on and buy cryptocurrencies on Twitter. So it has a new lease of life. That's my thoughts. So what do you think?
Please do subscribe to this channel if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. See it there, guys. Subscribe and you'll get updates all the time, every time I go live or every time I put up a video like this one. And do, if you enjoy this work as well, have a look at my website at psychics.co.uk, where I offer things such as readings, and you can find out all about my books and things like that. So anyway, thanks for joining us. See you soon, guys. Bye for now. Check out our website for more stuff. You can book psychic readings with us and find out about our public events. Or watch our fantastic movie called Mystic Journey to India. It's a mind-boggling adventure that's now showing on Amazon Prime. And if you want to learn more, you can find out about my books and courses. Check out Messages from the Universe that reveals the ancient secrets of existence. Or read my book called Psychic School to discover and enhance your own psychic skills. Or how about What to Do When You're Dead, my book about the afterlife and what it's like. All this plus lots more, lots of new articles and videos, all on my fascinating website.